Back friends, now today is the third part. We are going to discuss about this series, that is platform business analysis season. Today we are going to talk about IEX, CDSL and CAMS in detail. We already discussed about what is platform business model in the first part, and we are given what are the advantages, disadvantages, and how these companies have performed over the years. Also in the second part we have spoken in detail about BSc and MCX in much more detail. So if you have not gone to the first part and second part, the link is given in the description. Click it and do check it before you go and check this video. And today we are going to talk about, as I told you, IEX, CDSL, CAMS, so that we'll understand all these five important businesses, because these are the businesses which has huge scope from here also, and this will help you to take a better decision. Okay, so by the way guys, as I told you, just go and check it out. And guys, if you have any question or anything related to stock and sector, do put it in the comment box. I'll do answer with everything. And this is the series same way, because most of you have asked for it. Okay, so chale baat karte hain now. First of all, about IEX. We'll talk in detail about IEX. So you know that what the IEX is doing, I already told in the earlier business model. But when we the IEX may, some of the points, important points you have to keep in mind, that basically there are just a minute. Yeah. So basically currently they are holding around 84% share of power trading business in India. They are already the leaders. Okay, so that is the one type of monopoly already IEX is having. Again, a strong revenue growth of 19% year on year basis. Again, the volume growth of almost 21%. See, in between, no, IEX was not doing great. Again, this decoupling thing is happening actually, that I'm going to talk in detail. That was one of the reason why IEX was not performing. But yes, IEX still has, initially when it listed, no, it has gone up a lot. After that, from last few years, it has not worked. But yes, in last 1 year it has performed well. But again, the news has come, because of that the stock has fallen. I'll talk about that in detail. Again, favorable outlook, because renewable energy is coming in big way. So there is a favorable outlook. Again, EBITDA improved due to operating leverage, so they were able to take a good benefit of operating leverage, and EBITDA has improved by almost 202 basis point. Now the most important point, which you have to keep in mind in IEX, now that if you see last 2 days ago only, IEX almost fallen by almost 20%. Okay, the reason is that there is an implementation of coupling of power exchanges either by the end of current fiscal year or the start of financial 20. Now, what is coupling of power exchange? Market coupling is nothing that some of the contracts, like day ahead market, okay, DAM and RTA, normally where IEX is having 90% market share. Now what government is saying, that this should be traded in all the exchanges. So there is one another action like HPX. Okay, there also this will start trading, okay, in future. So if they start trading across the exchange, then the monopoly of IEX in these contracts will go down, and then it may come to almost 60% instead of 97% currently. Okay, so that is why there was a big fall in IEX. And no, basically, no 20 to 30% no re-rating was happened earlier on IEX, because this, actually this is not a new thing. This is going on from last 6 months, 1 year. But every brokerage is telling that this will take time. But just a report came that this may happen sooner as possible, maybe in 3 months or 4 months. And that is why IES stock has fallen. So if this is really coupling is happening, then it is a problem for IEX. And the way it is coming, it may come maybe after 3 months, 6 months, 1 year. That is the thing. And then we have to see that how the IEX is get impacted through this decision. Then the one type of monopoly what they are having, they may lose it. Okay, they have to share with the other exchanges. But many participants are saying that no, it is very very difficult to bring that. So let's see, we'll talk about that in detail afterwards. But yes, no you have to keep this in mind before investing in IEX. Otherwise, IEX is much more reasonably valued compared to all its competitors. You can see how much it is, almost no 51%, correct. And basically it is nothing but P ratio is 51, which is comparatively lower than the other platform businesses. Again, you can see the current CMP book value 19 times, ROE very good 37, even ROC is 50%, okay, ROE is 20%. So one of the best ratios they have. Okay, but the only thing is now the future prospect is little bit in a dilemma because of the news recently. So keep this in mind before investing in IEX. So that is the point I wanted to tell you. Now let us talk about CDSL. CDSL number one in, you can talk about demat account, okay, and depository always play a structure play of Indian markets. India in market share, if you talk about, there are two players, CDSL and NSDL. CDSL is having 77% market share. So they are one of the highest. Again, possible operating leverage ahead despite investment in financial 24. So they are trying to increase their net profitability through lot much of cost cutting, and more than that operating, getting a operating leverage. Again, no, there is an insurance repository and pledge income is also coming big for CDSL. See, SEBI made it compulsory to make all insurance policy into a demat account, and that's why opening of demat account may increase, correct. So that is where the CDSL is getting lot of benefit. See, understand, as the market goes up currently, no 10 lakh or 12 lakh exact figure, crore, sorry, 10 crore, 12 crore exact figure I don't know, this much of demat account, in future it may go to 30, 40, 50 crore. Then who are the repositories? No, CDSL and NSDL, so they are directly beneficiary. Okay. Again, when we talk about the higher demat account is permanent, so, or see, you cannot have a competition in that market. Will not, sorry, government or SEBI will not give license to any other repository so easily, correct. So there are only two, and it will remain two only. Also, no rural regulatory risk among capital marketplace, तो यहाँ इतना regulatory risk नहीं है. Plus you do a pledge and all that, no, there also you are charging. So lot much of income coming to CDSL. Now when we compare NSDL and CDSL, you can see through this chart over the years, no, the number of you can see accounts with CDSL is going up only. However, if you see this NSDL, blue line is NSDL, it is almost stagnant. Okay, itna बढ़ नहीं रहा है. But here CDSL, you can see what type of growth they have. So of course CDSL has outperform NSDL from each level, and that's why you can see such a big jump. So these are the points we have to keep in mind. Our series, of course, valuation is one of the other point. If you talk about valuation, of course, it is richly valued. Okay, in but their ROE, ROC, ROA, no, it's quite consistent. CDSL is one of the company, which has performed consistently over the years. When we talk about all this platform business, so scope is big. Only you just have to think about the valuation, but yes, the scope is quite big here. Okay, now let us talk about the last company, that is nothing but the CAMS. Now CAMS, no, that is functioning in mutual fund. So CAMS is the largest RTA, that is registered transfer agent, almost 60 to 66% market share in terms of total and equity AUM. So they're having a big share. Okay, KFIN is the second one, which is having around 32% share. When we talk about, they've already given 40% growth in unique investor, almost 3.6 crores they already have that type of unique customer with them. Again, mutual fund AUM may grow by 4x in next 10 years. तो हम लोग तो अभी कुछ नहीं है, we are going to grow a lot. And now if we go into grow, these are the only no service provider who are going to act as an RTA, correct. So that is why now CAMS has a quite a big scope. When we talk about the market, it is always remaining a duopoly, that is Kifin and CAMS, with high entry barriers for the new entrant. Actually, if you talk about all these platform stocks, they all have one type of monopoly. Again, management they is confident about CAMS Wealth Serve, CAMS Pay, CAMS Rep, and Think 360 to contribute sizable amount in future. These are the products they launch. Again, they are expecting 20% growth in revenue on non mutual fund business in future, so they are expecting a good growth. Again, no, there are very low risk of market share loss. Okay, तो इतना regulatory risk नहीं है compared to if you talk about you can say the Bombay Stock Exchange or MCX or IEX and all that. अगेन हायर कस्टमर ओनरशिप एज कम्पेयर टू एएमसी, तो एएमसी के पास तो होते हैं, लेकिन एएमसी जाएंगे किसके पास व्हेन एवर यू हैव टू नो बेसिकली इशू द folios and no mutual funds, of course, to CAMS and all that, and that is where they are getting the benefit. So when we talk about the valuation, of course, that this company is also done over the time quite good, and they have a decent you can see the ROE ROC, that is also quite decent compared to other platform businesses. So this is what no I wanted to tell you about the CAMS. And basically all the five company which we have discussed, talking about all these companies, guys, these are the companies which are having a scope which can quite grow from here. Now the market is big, and I told you earlier also, if we are going to reach almost $35 trillion economy, guys, no, this market is going to explode like anything. And the stock market is growing over the time, so all these companies have a scope. But the only thing, what are the points you have to keep in mind always, that you note it down. First of all, guys, always see towards the regulatory risk, what type of regulatory risk all these platform business are having. क्या होता है कि like the way I told you in IEX, okay, the that coupling का जो होने वाला है match, if they that is going to happen, it is going to impact them. Similarly, BSE में भी problem हुआ था बीच में, no, they were SEBI has given some rules, and because of that, no, their no profitability gone down. Even SEBI is coming very strict over FNO, future and options and all that. Of course, they come up with the some of the rules, still it is not implemented, but when it starts implementing, guys, it may impact the turnover. So you have to see what type of rules are given. Even M6 में भी ऐसा होता है, correct? No, so whenever there is a company which will have a monopoly, then basically government will try to control the things that you have to keep in. So regulatory issues either through government or SEBI, that is the first thing you have to keep in mind. Another point is, if there is a slowdown, like there no market is going slow, and no, it's not taking out, there is a big recession. Of course, all these stocks are going to have an impact. Because why they'll have an impact? Because at the end of the day, that everything depends on the turnover. Correct? तो turnover कितना है उससे भी बढ़े. When market falls, even though there is lot of mutual fund redemption also. Correct. So you have to keep this in point in mind. Know if the market slow down, then also there is a problem. So the major problem, and third problem I forgot to tell you, is that technology. If there is some glitches in the technology or something going wrong in technology part, and they don't have a robust no platform, then again there is a problem. Because at the end of the day, all these things is happening digitally. Now if there is a problem at that level, that is also a big issue, and you may see a drop in the market price also. So as I told you, regulatory is okay, slow down in the market, okay, and all that, or slow down in economy. And the third one is nothing but the technology part. These are the three things you have to keep in mind as a area of concern. If something going wrong at this level, we have to take decision accordingly. So guys, hope you like this video, guys, and hope you like the three-part series which I wanted to try to convey you, and hope you got knowledge. So put it in the comment box what do you think about the videos, and do like and share this to everyone. And also, guys, attend our workshop, because that is where we are telling you how to do this in much more in detail. Okay, and we provide our recommendations. Says if you want, we'll put a link down in the comment box. Do attend and check our recommendation services, because we give no suggestion for the long term investing, like this a good quality stock. Okay, so chale guys, thank you very much for joining, and we'll try to take some another sector, and we'll try to cover in detail this way only. Okay, see you then. Thank you for attending the session. Okay, bye, see you then. Bye bye.